these humans are just standing there very, very calmly. They don't even have their guns up. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is just a web series we're talking about Transformers last night. This is episode number 158, and I'm sure by now most of you guys have visited your local Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, or whatever store that is offering the Transformers Last Night toys, because the official street date for the release of the Transformers Last Night toys was yesterday, Monday, April 24th. However, not everywhere has got the toys on their shelves. I read the Twitter comments, Facebook comments, and YouTube comments, and a lot of places around the world don't even have the toys yet, which is quite unfortunate. This has been quite an underwhelming release. You know, when they release Star Wars toys, it's a big thing. And even on the release of the Transformers Dark of the Moon toys, as well as Age of Extinction, they at least put up big displays and all that stuff, making it really, really quite awesome. You know, when I went to my Toys R Us, it was really, really underwhelming. First of all, they broke the street date. They actually released them on the previous Thursday. And to top things off, I've been reading that a lot of the stores in other parts of the world actually have their release on April 28th, which is this coming Friday. So the toys are being released in a staggered way. And to top things off, if you do have a release, not every store, or rather the Transformers section, has everything there. I just saw Deluxe classes, Voyager classes, Legions, and Turbo Changers. And of course that voice changing mask. Now if the release items were complete, you would get all that I've mentioned, as well as like role play items, as well as other things. And I can't remember what all those other things are, but there would be a lot more to offer. Anyways, like I said before, the release is really quite underwhelming, and that's really unfortunate and really unexpected, because you would think that for such a big film, for such a film that has so much hype surrounding it, and especially for the release of the toys, they really didn't I guess unite. They didn't really band together well enough, and Hasbro's release for the Transformers Last Night toys was really quite lackluster. Anyways, I'm just really quite disappointed to also know that my local Toys R Us's have been really understocked. They just don't have enough to go around, and I guess I'll have to just wait till the next time I go out for a toy hunt. And that will be on Thursday. Speaking of which, I hope you guys are watching my toy hunt videos, hashtag TF5 toy hunt, because that is happening. It's a new web series I'm doing, and I know you guys have missed my toy hunts since I've done them in Transformers Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. Well, they're back. I'm gonna do another toy hunt in this coming Thursday, and I'll most likely get that video uploaded on Friday. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you haven't seen any of my toy hunt videos, go check them out. There's 2 episodes right now for TF5 toy hunt, and then of course, if you want to get nostalgic, you can watch my Age of Extinction toy hunts, as well as my Dark of the Moon toy hunts. Anyways, so let's move on. Let's move on and talk about toys. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Jonathan D'Souza. And he sent me a photo of, or shared with me a photo of, an image that was also shared on Weibo.com. And it's an image of Bumblebee standing with his brother in arms, Hot Rod. And I'm wondering if this is a 2-pack for a release of the Brothers in Arms. This is the only image we got of the two, and I'm wondering how different are these toys, or rather the Bumblebee toy is going to be from the current releases. So that's something to be curious about or look forward to. Speaking of Bumblebee, remember in a previous episode I talked about how Taiwan was offering a limited exclusive edition for the Voyager class Optimus Prime, as well as the deluxe Bumblebee in a battle damaged form, and I said that this Bumblebee is actually going to be that elusive Bumblebee that has the arm cannon that we've never seen in a robot mode except in the instructions. Well, I was wrong about that. So I would like to thank Revac Gaming for sharing with me a couple more photos of that battle damaged Bumblebee, and I'd like to apologize for my mistake. It's not that new Bumblebee, it's actually the current Bumblebee, but it's been battle damaged, and what we see now is not only do we get more photos of the vehicles, but also the robot mode, which also confirms that this is the basically a more detailed and battle damage version of the current Bumblebee that's out right now. It's a limited edition, not edition, but it's a limited production run, and it's only available exclusively from Taiwan Toys R Us. So it's going to be hard to get it unless you're on eBay. You might have to pay a little bit more, but that's the only way to get it. And I like the way he looks. It's using, of course, the Age of Extinction mode, but with all the battle damage, with all the extra details, it actually makes this toy release really quite respectable. So it's not bad, actually. And, you know, they did a bad job transforming it into the vehicle mode because you can see the parts are still not quite pushed in that well. But anyways, moving on, let's talk about what we're really here to talk about, and that is Megatron. There's this new image of Megatron that's circling around, and apparently a lot of sources are saying that it's from the LA Times, LAtimes.com. And I actually went over to the LAtimes.com right to that exact link where the image was claimed to be from, and I couldn't find the image anywhere. And apparently it's just the thumbnail for the trailer, and nowhere in the trailer does this image appear. So I'm wondering where exactly or how exactly did this person get that photo, or rather get that image. I'd like to give a big shout out to Caleb, V623 on Twitter, as well as Beyond Ender for letting me know that this was actually from LA Times. I did see the image, like the thumbnail image on the LA Times, but it just comes as a flash. Like it just appears briefly, like less than a second, and then the trailer plays. So that's where we see that shot. But anyways, let's talk about it. You know, like a picture is always worth 1,000 words. I might not have 1,000 words for you guys, but we should at least talk about this image. And we've always known that based on the very, very first image that we've seen from the trailer, that Megatron and humans do some sort of negotiating. As far as we know, based on this image from this the first trailer right here, you can see that I'm not sure who this is, but I'm just gonna go with Captain Lennox. You see Captain Lennox not even flinching when Megatron strikes his battle axe down. And he doesn't flinch because he feels that he's not really in danger. Now, if he was really in danger, at least he's got backup behind him, and that is TRF with guns ready to go blazing. So, or maybe he's got Autobot backup, who knows? But in any case, he's not flinching because he feels that he's not really in danger, and he's here to negotiate. And what needs to be negotiated is the fate, or rather how they're going to deal with Optimus Prime, because Optimus is obviously evil. I mean, look at this shot right here. Not only is it the blue eyes, but even if his eyes were, purple eyes, it's not just the purple eyes, but even if his eyes were blue, look at how he's handling Bumblebee. He's tearing him apart, and that in itself just looks really, really brutal. Optimus is going full on like Murder Prime, as he has always been in live action films. But not only is he being Murder Prime, the way he's handling, the way he used to handle Decepticons and even evil humans, but he's going off on his own Autobot brothers. Bumblebee, look at this. Bumblebee's a lovable character, but now he's tearing them apart. So he got evil written all over him. And then we get to see this new image, and now it looks like there's even more evidence that shows that the humans are working together with Megatron, because they have to handle this new threat, and that is the threat of Optimus. And this is a very, very interesting scene, because you see the three Suburbans, actually it's two Suburbans in the back, and then one pickup truck, tactical vehicle, and then you see these, I think these are TRF guys, but what is up with these three guys behind Lennox? On chairs. They're sitting on the chairs, so they're not really mobile, ready to run. But why are they sitting on chairs? I was a little bit concerned about this image when I first saw it, just because it looks really, really questionable. Because there's a lot of doctored images out there. There's a lot of people creating fake images and fake videos. You know who you are, but it's going around, and it's just something that we have to watch out for. So that's why, before I decided to make this video, I wanted to know where is the exact source from. At least we got to know it's from the LA Times, but this is the image, and it looks really, really questionable. And by questionable, I'm just thinking that, like, I have a lot of questions, like, what the heck is going on? We know that Humans and Megatron is going to negotiate with regards to how they're going to deal with Prime, but that's not a whole lot of human backup. And I know that it's pretty early in the post-production game. Well, not really early, but they're still in the middle of post-production. But maybe there's actually Autobots in the background that they haven't rendered in yet. It's possible, right? Because these humans are just standing there very, very calmly. They don't even have their guns up. You know what I'm saying? And those vehicles don't even have like artillery on them. They don't have like guns mounted on them, ready to go off. But that's what's going on. And this looks like a very, very calm scene. And if Megatron wanted to, he could just strike at them and it'd be game over. So from this scene alone, we know that this is a peaceful scene. It's calm. The humans are confident enough to know that they're not in danger. And Megatron appears to be not aggressive. Like he's not there in a threatening manner. So I feel like I know what's gonna happen, but I'm just curious as to what the deal is. As in like if you do this for us, then you got to do something. If you do this for me, I'll do something for you. Like, what exactly is that conversation? That's something we can speculate on. And there you have it. We also know that in trailer 3, Optimus obviously goes up against Megatron. Optimus still has his purple eyes, so that's a good indication that Megatron is doing this for the humans, or at least he's doing this while knowing that Optimus has turned evil. But at the end of this. At the end of all of this, he knows that it gives him an opportunity to fight his arch nemesis. He doesn't care if he's good or evil. He just wants to fight Prime. Okay, that's what it is. And which brings me back to this image of these toys that was shared to me by Kirkutunov. And these are Legion class toys, and going back to the Megatron toy, on the packaging it shows that there's an Autobot symbol there. Not sure if it's an error, but even if it was an error, it still shows that Megatron's arch nemesis is a character that is evil. So it doesn't necessarily mean Megatron turned into an Autobot, but at least he's doing some good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you have it. I mean, that's really all I have to say. It's a really, really cool image, but it's a very questionable image because it really raises a lot of questions. I would like to ask you guys, how is that scene, how do you think that scene is going to play out? How do you think it's going to play out? Let me know in the comments section below. And that's all we got to talk about in this episode. I'd like to give a couple of shout-outs to some really, really talented artists. Tyler Combs, who has done this a very nice piece. Ragin Nation for the win with Optimus in his classic shooting pose right before he takes out Megatron. Then also Braden Bellinger, a black and white or a pencil sketch or a sketch of Optimus Prime. Looks really, really good. Lots of detail on it. I love the shading that you've done. And also Yasser Alfresco, who has made Bumblebee out of paper. Like, this is awesome. There's a little bit of Photoshop work done in there to add the light effects. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, but this is Bumblebee made out of paper, and this is just like awesome. Like you can make anything you want, and you can make anything you want out of anything. And what he's done here is that he's put his talents together, and he was able to put together a very, very detailed construction of Bumblebee. So really, really awesome. You guys are really, really talented. And finally, I want to give birthday shoutouts and additional shoutouts. And I might have already given shoutouts to these people. I've lost track. I've been doing so many shoutouts. Anyways, Ismael Torres, Golden Freddy Families Diner, Brandon Baker, Ewan Houghton, Jordan Williams, Ritwick Chauhan. Happy birthday to every single one of you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for being part of the Ragin Nation. And random shoutouts go up to Jacob Chambers, Aiden Osegueda Productions, Walls Kingdom, Kyle Eugene Nippa, and I want to give a mega big shout out to an awesome Instagram follower, jholston3. Thank you so much for all his support, and thank you so much for following me. That's all I gotta say in this episode. Why don't you let me know how you think it's all gonna go down with the whole Megatron being good fiasco? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to read it. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. There are more episodes coming out. We got Bumblebee's Journey. We got TF5 Toy Hunts. The Road to TF5. Really exciting time. I'll see you later. As always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. It's there. But anyways, great observation. Another observation comes from Mindshooter217. Hey, I seen your latest Road to TF5